Where's the focus? You have to do this manually here?
Just go ahead and turn it off.
Number 85, Cliff Ballard, son of Dennis Ballard and the late Ann Ballard. Number 75, Jody Briscoe, son of Mary Briscoe and Joe Briscoe. Number 80, Terry Collum, manager, son of Brenda and George Collum. Number 20, Chad Floyd, son of James Floyd and Debbie Floyd. Number 28, Thomas Gayton, son of Thomas and Loretta Gayton. Number 84, Aaron Heath, son of Roger and Nancy Heath. Number 54, Chris Horn, son of Victoria Trevino. Number 44, Kenneth Johnson, son of Eva Johnson. Number 7, Donald Lax, and number 77, Daniel Lax, sons of Shirley Lax. Number 82, Todd Mattoon, son of Steve and Carol Mattoon. Number 14, Jay McCullough, son of John and Jane McCullough. Number 73, Brandon Reisinger, son of Annette and Dale Rowe and Gary Reisinger. Number 61, Toby Sheffield, son of Eddie and Betty Sheffield. Number 36, Miles Smith, son of Alan and Linda Smith. Number 59, Daniel Thayer, manager, son of C.D. and Marlene Thayer. Number 76, Jason Tittle, son of Elaine Chandler. Number 86, Jeremy Webb, son of Jeff and Becky Webb. Number 72, Neil Whitworth, son of Phil and Linda Whitworth. Ladies and gentlemen, your 1993 senior bombers, and now we have the senior girl cheerleaders. Dawn Benson, daughter of Lloyd and Judy Benson. Felicia Housley, daughter of Joe and Sharon Housley. And Misty Marshall, daughter of Jeff and Donna Marshall. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the seniors of the fall of '93. Let's have a big hand for these folks. They're doing a great job.
was real close to that class and wanted to see a lot of the classmates, but she offered me some onions at the bean supper, and I said, no, I'm going to be squeezing too many old girlfriends tonight for onions. So, so I didn't have onions tonight. So, but I'm looking forward to a great
What class
weekend.
is it?
It's 1968.
Oh, I thought
25 years.
I thought you were going to say 58.
You know, and Dale, everybody in that class got old, but me, I look just like I did in high school.
Yeah, right. I noticed your picture that you got there.
Doesn't that look just?
I wouldn't have recognized you.
Let me take.
I wouldn't have recognized you. No, I really wouldn't. My gosh, I wouldn't have recognized you. Yeah, right. Looks just like you. We've got football action to come your way tonight. Frederick Bombers, Lindsey Leopards tonight, and district play, of course. We're going to give you the folks going to be in the ball game for the Frederick Bombers tonight. And I'm going to start at the bottom and go toward the top this week. How's that sound? Baker, 6'5", 250, a senior. The other tackle, 72, Neil Whitworth, 6'4", 215, also a senior. The guards, number 77, Daniel Lax, 6'1", 225, a senior. The other guard, 75, Jody Briscoe, 6 foot, 255-pound senior. At center will be number 67, Brandon Phillips, 6 foot, 205. He is a junior for the Frederick Bombers. And some of the offensive front guys, Todd Mattoon, number 82, will be a wide out tonight, be in the ball game. And he'll also play in the defensive secondary, 5'10", 155-pound senior. And also the wide out, as I mentioned, number 86, Jeremy Webb, 6 foot, 155-pound senior. The Frederick Bombers come on the field. We're just a few minutes away from kickoff. And the backfield for the Frederick Bombers starting at quarterback tonight will be number 14, Jay McCullough, 6'2", 175-pound. He's a senior. At tailback will be number 1, Ryan Ben, 6'1", 185-pound junior. At the fullback tonight, alternating in the ball game, number 20, Chad Floyd, at 5'8", 145-pound senior. Number 21, Kevin Isham, 6 foot, 180-pound. He is a sophomore. Also playing in the backfield tonight for the Frederick Bombers will be number 40, George Mitchell, at 5'10", 155 pounds. He is a sophomore. Some of the other wideouts tonight, as you know, Coach Jones will bring them in and out very regularly tonight. Number 11, Greg Hilburn, 6 foot, 150-pound junior, at a wideout. And also number 28, Thomas Gayton, at 5'11", 150-pound. He is a senior. He'll also be at a wideout. That's some of them, of course. We'll pick up more of them as we go along tonight. Seniors, Tony. Tonight is senior night. That's all the seniors. They're going to leave a great legacy here at Frederick High School. This senior class, 3 years that they've really put together a winning program here at Frederick.
Dale, they put together a great program, and Frederick and the town of Frederick can be proud of these seniors, and they have left a legacy that is going to be hard to live up to.
They certainly have. 78, Carlos Baker. 77 is Pilax. 20 is Chad Floyd. And we'll catch the Lindsey Leopards for you in just a second. 14. Okay, that's one of them. And that's Jody Nunn. And 40, I believe, is that 10 or 40, John? All right, Frederick won the toss. They'll defer to the second half. So that means that the Leopards will get their choice. And it is number 10, Heath Gray, the other co-captain for the Leopards. So that's the toss of the coin tonight. And the Lindsey Leopards will receive and defend the south goal. Frederick will kick off and defend the north goal. So we're going to be right back after this 60-second timeout with the opening kickoff tonight. Stay tuned. And the Frederick Bombers will defend the north goal. The Lindsey Leopards will receive and defend the south goal. And number 14 back deep, that's Jody Nunn. Number 44 stands in the middle for the Lindsey Leopards. That's Scotty Henson. Or he's on the left, that is. So just about set to get her underway. There's Ryan Ben as he approaches it. A high kickoff in the middle. Number 21, and the Bombers may have been offsides. Okay, maybe kickoff team then, it's offsides. One or the other. Jason Perry, the other young man who's back deep for the Lindsey Leopards tonight. Lindsey lined up offsides on the kickoff, so they'll bring it back and penalize Lindsey 5 yards, and we'll get underway again. So, kicking off from the 40, Ryan Ben will kick off from the 45. Lax, along with Toby Sheffield. 76 is Jason Tittle. 67, that'll be Brandon Phillips. 28, that is Thomas Gayton for the Frederick Bombers on the kickoff team. And we'll kick off again, this time from the 45 instead of the 40. This time Ryan Ben kicks her off down on the left-hand side at the 10, 15, 20. Hit and dropped at the 20-yard line. As just as he got to the 20, Brandon Phillips hammered number 44, Scotty Henson, the sophomore for the Lindsey Leopards, was hit by Brandon Phillips and knocked off his feet at the 20-yard line. So be first and be split out wide. That's Jody Nunn. Split backfield for the Lindsey Leopards. They'll start a man in motion to the left. They'll run the pitch. Number 24 trying to sweep outside and stacked up right at the 20-yard line. Number 51, Clay Johnson, in on the tackle for the Frederick Bombers, along with some other red-shirted Frederick Bomber defensive players. Loss of about a yard. Leopards start a man in motion. They run together, and the Lindsey quarterback and also the halfback, after the motion man went by, 44 and 5 ran together. Scotty Henson and the quarterback Rick McCoy. They got out to the 20 acre, and Lax along with Woodall. That's the defensive front for the Frederick Bombers. They'll shift, and the quarterback will sprint out McCoy. He'll get out to maybe the 26 or 27-yard line, and Cheyenne Clark, Carlos Baker, bump him out of bounds. Maybe got out to the 28-yard line. Anyway, it's going to be short of the first down. They bring up fourth down and about 3 yards needed. Maybe, the Lindsey Leopards. Number 48 will step back to punt. Back deep is Gayton along with Mattoon. Kick away and will bound out of bounds at just about the Frederick Bomber 42-yard line is where it went out of bounds. So it'll be first and 10 for the Frederick Bombers at the 42-yard line. Webb split out wide to the left. Split backfield with Isham and Ryan behind McCullough. Quarterback, he drops, looks, throws, across the middle, incomplete. Almost one-handed by Cliff Ballard. Bring up second down and 10. Now Hilburn will check aboard, replacing Gayton. For 2 in Class 3A statewide. Newcastle sets atop the district, or excuse me, atop the state Class 3A rankings. Frederick number 2. McCullough gives to Isham, and Isham will hammer to maybe the 46-yard line. Tackled by number 10, Heath Gray. And Hilburn come out of the ball game. Tied in on the right, Cliff Ballard. Once again, that split backfield with 2 wideouts to the far side of the field, or to the left-hand side of the formation. Give to Ryan Ben. Ryan Ben will have the first down. Good effort by Ryan Ben. Got to midfield, had someone hanging on his leg. Got out of that tackle and finally was knocked down at the 45-yard line. So a 9-yard pickup for Ryan Ben. First and 10 for the Frederick Bombers at the no score. Frederick's first possession. Thomas Gayton split out wide to the left. Donald Lax also split out to that side. McCullough will give to Isham, and Isham slashes maybe to the 41-yard line. 66 and 85 on the stop for the Leopards. 85, that'll be Tommy Davis. The Frederick Bombers are down in Lindsey territory. Ball just inside the Lindsey 42-yard line. McCullough on the drop, throws to Hilburn. It's complete. Hilburn on a nice move at the 25. Hilburn to the 20. Hilburn to the 19-yard line. That was a nice pass from Jay McCullough to Greg Hilburn. Greg was split out wide to this side, went straight downfield, and Jay hit the Leopard 19-yard line. 23-yard pickup for the Frederick Bombers. And this is the first drive for the Bombers. McCullough optioning to the corner. Gets a little bit of pressure now, cuts up in the crease and keeps it to about the 11-yard line. That's a nice run by Jay McCullough, and Ryan Ben was trailing him. He got a little pressure, decided not to pitch it, to go ahead and just tuck it away and cut in the crease, picked up 7, and bring up second. All right, 2 players split out wide to the right. Facing a second down, they give to Ryan Ben, cuts away from, as he got through the hole, cut to his right, made a real nice move. Will have probably the first down. They give him his forward progress to about the 7. Or Ben with a really nice move. Picked up about 4, maybe 5 yards, but that cut at the line of scrimmage really did a job. First and goal to go for the Frederick Muscatine. It's going to be split out wide to the right. They've got the tight end on the left, Ballard. They come out with their strong set. That means that Pine Lax is now in the backfield for the Frederick Bombers. They will give to fake, pitch, fumbled, and fell on. Ryan Ben had a touchdown. They ran, they faked to Pine Lax, went out to the corner on the right-hand side. McCullough pitched it to Ryan Ben, and Ben dropped it, or he has a sure touchdown because there's nobody out there. Everybody was just kind of sucked in, but Kevin Isham from the 10-yard line. Pitch, Ryan Ben sweeping left, gets to the corner, got a block, cuts outside, spins, touchdown. Boy, great effort by Ryan Ben, number 1, as he got a super block over on the corner. And I didn't catch the number of the Frederick Bomber that got that block, but on a playback, watch it as Ryan Ben goes around the left side, got a really nice block, got hit at about the 4, spun out of that tackle, went into the end zone for the touchdown. Lax will come out of the ball game. Pye will. They'll line up for the try for extra point. Chad Floyd. Kick is down. In the air, and it's good. High snap. McCullough did a good job just to get it down on the ground for Chad to kick that one through, and he does. He nails it. So at 6:38, it is Frederick 7, Lindsey nothing. We'll be back with more Bomber football in just a moment.
Gibson's this.
All right, we're back with you. Ryan Ben kicks off for the Frederick Bombers. And again, it'll be Henson on the return at the 10, 15, 20. Cuts outside at the 20, runs laterally to the 21. And Donald Lax grabs Henson and slings him down at the 21. Henson got to the 20, ran laterally toward the near hash mark or to this side. And to the 21-yard line where Donald Lax grabbed him by the jersey, slung him to the ground, ball just upfield from the 20. Leopards turn, handoff to number 21. He'll get to the 22-yard line on the carry. Jason Perry. Whitworth's going to get some credit with for the tackle. 21 out to the 22-yard line. They'll bring up second down, 9 yards needed. Frederick leads 7-0, 5:50 go first quarter. Quarterback will option to his right. That's McCoy. McCoy is grabbed and dragged to the ground at the 23. And Daniel Lax, Pye Lax, grabbed him up almost right under his armpits and rode him to the ground. Bring up third down and 7. For the Frederick Bombers, 1 sophomore, 1 junior. Quarterback will drop. McCoy, left-handed pass downfield, complete and incomplete. Just off the fingertips of Henson at the 50-yard line. He had split the defenders, and if he pulls it in, he's got the first down, of course, and some more running room. Nice pass from McCoy. Needed for the Lindsey Leopards with 5:07 to go. First quarter, 7-0.
Back to receive Thomas Gates and Cotton for the Bombers.
Just as it gets underway, somebody moved. Flags comes complying in. Dead ball foul, illegal procedure against Lindsey. So the Bombers will take 5 and then bring a fourth down and just about 11 yards needed for the back to the 20 where they'll move it back to. So it'll be 4th down, about 11 or 12 needed for the first down. Gayton, along with Mattoon, still back deep for the Frederick Bombers. The snap is back. The rush is on. He gets the kick away. Hits and bounds across the Lindsey 45 and out of bounds at the Frederick Bomber 47-yard line. Near the 48-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Frederick Bombers. And we've got a radio timeout, Joe, from the officials. They've added, and before the ballgame night, we asked for the radio timeout, and the officials were happy to provide us with one. Get one in the first half, one in the second half. We just got ours. 4:58 to go, 7-0. Frederick leads. Frederick's got the football. Jay McCullough rolls out, looks, now slings one, complete, incomplete. That's 2 the Jays had go in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That was intended for Thomas Gayton. Fell incomplete. Earlier, he threw one to Cliff Ballard, but hit off the hand from it. 2nd down. Isham along with Ben in the backfield. They'll pitch to Ben, 50. Cuts back at the 45 and will lunge to the 43-yard line. Good bit of running by Ryan Ben, 85 and 24 on the tackle. Tommy Davis and Scott Troller in on the stop for the Lindsey Leopards. Early on in the program, he's wearing 66 tonight. I got that straight. All right, Bombers face 3rd down and long 2 for the first down. They'll give to Isham, runs into someone, but he will get to right at the 40-yard line. If they give him, first down. Number 1 in on the stop, and number 9, that'll be Eric Breeden. And on the stop, he has the first. Kevin went ahead and lunged forward and picked up that first down. Good second effort by the sophomore running back for the Frederick Bombers. They'll give to Kevin again, cuts back against the grain, 40, 35-30, 25-20, and run out of bounds at just about the Lindsey 17-yard line. Kevin got through a nice hole, cut to his right, and raced to the Lindsey Leopard 17-yard line. 24-yard run. Chad Floyd's going to be split out wide to the left. They've got Hilburn split out wide to the right. Bombers 1st and 10. McCullough will roll out to his left. Looks, now pumps, now throws, and has it knocked down. Number 1 with Eric Bearden with a really nice play. Boy, that went right off his fingertips as Ballard was out in the flat. McCullough threw. Number 11, Hilburn split out wide to the right, Webb out wide to the left. They'll hand off to Ryan Ben, and Ryan only got about a yard or two. Pretty nice hole, and it closed very quickly. Number 59 in on the stop, Matt Barnes, 196. The first quarter, it is 7-0. Frederick Bombers on top of Lindsey. We'll be back in just a moment.
Chicken shake compress and what?
Anyway, it's at Owen Field tomorrow. I believe it's about a 1 o'clock kickoff, so be sure to join us for OU football. McCullough rolls out to his left to run or pass. Now he'll tuck it away, turns upfield, and will have the first down, and a flag comes flying in. So you may be able to erase a really nice run by Jay McCullough. He rolled out around the left-hand side. Had the first down near the 3 or 4 yard line, but it looks like it's going to rest. Option will rest with Lindsey. Clipping is the call, so erase the nice run by Jay McCullough. It's a nice run by McCullough. Penalty stepped off. 3rd down, about 16 needed for the first down. Got to get down just at about the 7 or 8 for a first down. McCullough rolls out, pumps, looks, throws. It's complete to Daniel Lax at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown, Lax. Daniel Lax caught that one wide open at the 10-yard line as McCullough threaded the needle to number 7, Donald Lax, that is. And he took her in for the touchdown. Yep. Good run by Daniel Lax after he caught that pass from Jay McCullough.
Hilburn throwing a block down to the end zone for the Bombers.
Trying for extra point will go on as Chad Floyd. Trying the extra point. Kick is away, and it is good. Timeout with 2:47 to go. First quarter, Frederick 14, Lindsey nothing. We'll be back in just a moment. To me tonight. Well, they've used a lot of people carrying the ball, passing. Ryan Ben will kick it off. High short kick by Ryan Ben, fielded at the 15, out to the 20, out to the 25, and we'll get to about the 27 or 28 yard line. And number 76 on the 21 and 27 for the Leopards tonight. They've yet to cross midfield. They'll option pitch, boom, hit and knocked down at the 21. Boy, you talk about a fine play by Daniel Lax. He read that one absolutely perfectly, and when 21, Jason Perry, got to pitch, he was met face mask to face mask by Daniel Lax. 16 yards needed. Oh, a good play by number 7, Daniel Lax. Quarterback drops, throws a left-handed pass, lays it up down the sideline off the fingertips of number 44, or 14, Jody Nunn. Thomas Gayton on the coverage comes off limping. We'll check in for Gayton, the defensive secondary for the Frederick Bombers. McCoy, left-handed pass again, throws tipped away by Chad Floyd. That time Chad got a left hand up and it went off his fingertip harmlessly to the ground. It'll bring up fourth down as the pass was intended for Justin Dobson. 14-0. Webb is back deep, replacing Gayton as Gayton stands on the sideline. Got his shoe back on. He'll be back in the ball game. Snap is back. Kick is away. And it is killed at the 48-yard line. Lindsey picked it up and took off with it. They're going to give it to Lindsey, but Frederick never had the opportunity to make the catch. As Webb come up to try to catch it, he was upended. The ball hit right at the top of his helmet on the ground. And Lindsey fell on it at the Leopard 48-yard line. It hit right on the top of his helmet, but was room given to field the football? That's where the question is. Was there room to field it? As Jason was upended at about midfield, never really got to the football as he was coming forward, waving fair catch, and then got upended. It hit right as he went down. It hit on the top of his helmet, and Lindsey fell on it. Official gave it to Lindsey, so I'm sure it's going to stay that way after the call has already been made. Now we're going to have the main official go and talk to one of the other officials. So it'll be with 1:31 to go, 14-0 first quarter. Did not have room to field it. So it'll be Lindsey's football. Brought the crowd to the feet here. They kind of been a little bit laid back with a 14-point lead, but you can hear them down there now hollering defense. They'll option to the right, cuts up in the crease. McCoy does, and big Carlos Baker grabs him and takes him to the ground after about a yard pickup at 6'5", 250. Carlos Baker grabbed McCoy at 5'11", 185, and dropped him to the ground at the midfield stripe, or just across midfield. McCoy turns hands off back inside, and good running. Cheyenne Clark put the stop on the ball carrier, but he got to the 46 6-yard line, about a 3-yard pickup, and I say good running because he had people hanging all over him. A third down situation, 18 seconds, 17 seconds. Probably the final play of the quarter. McCoy will option 45-40 and roll down at the Frederick Bomber 39-yard line. That was McCoy as he got the first down. Optioned out to the left, stops the clock with 8 seconds to go in the first quarter while they move the chains. Jason Tittle is checked in, a linebacker replacing Clay Johnson at the end of the first quarter of play. Frederick Bombers 14 and the Lindsey Leopards nothing. We'll be back with more Bomber football right after this. All the senior Bomber football players were introduced prior to the start of the game, along with the senior cheerleaders. And number 21 on the carry will get to the 35-yard line. So he carried from just about the 39 to the 35, picked up 4. A little crossing action in the backfield of the Lindsey Leopards. Action in the backfield. Picked up almost 5. Brings second down, 5 yards needed. Quarterback McCoy sidesteps Lax, now hit and dropped. For a good pursuit as 51 Johnson and 33 Cheyenne Clark. Johnson and Clark and company on the tackle at the 37-yard line. Okay, a long time by McCoy looking things over. Now he'll start the play, and he will give to a running back, Henson. Henson will get to the 35. Only about a 2-yard pickup for Henson. And again, Johnson and I believe that's 68. Shea Woodall, let's give him some credit also in there. Lindsey will go for it at the Frederick Bomber 35-yard line on a 4th down and about 6. They'll turn pitch to number 44, trying to sweep outside, hit and drop. Didn't quite get back to line of scrimmage. Good defensive play by the Bombers. They've held, and 51 and 77. That'll be Johnson and Lax once again. And so the Frederick Bombers will take over 1st and 10. A 30, about to be Baker and Reisinger and Ballard on this side, and Phillips at center. Then Briscoe and Whitworth on the other side. Jay McCullough will hand off to Ryan Ben, and Ryan Ben will slash to the 40. Got from the 36 to nearly the 40-yard line. McCoy in on the tackle. Ben took that handoff deep in the backfield and right at the 40-yard line. Bombers starting this drive at their own 36. One back in the backfield. That is Ryan Ben. They'll give to Ryan, sweeping around the outside 40, 45, and will be knocked down at the Frederick Bomber 49-yard line. Nice run by Ryan Ben. And 44, 43, and 66 on the stop. Travis Flood. Todd Mattoon split out wide to the right. Hilburn out wide to the left. Also Chad Floyd out wide to the left. Again, Ryan Ben, the only back. They'll hand off to Ryan. 50, 45, 40. Cuts back to 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and tackled at the 6. As he had someone hanging on to his jersey at the 15 and went on down to the 6, maybe the 7-yard line. And Ben already with 100 yards rushing now in the first half, and we've got 8:26 to go in the first half. So Ryan Ben already at 100 yards. McCullough rolls out, looks, throws, it's complete. Touchdown, Daniel Lax. Same play they scored on the other end in the first quarter. This is the play that they run the second quarter, where it's Daniel Lax catching the touchdown pass from Jay McCullough. That's 2 for Daniel tonight. Oh, that's a nice play. Daniel's wide open. McCullough just lays it into him at about the 2 or 3, and they just... Donald, I said Daniel, but it's Donald. Thanks, John. Got Donald and Daniel both. Floyd's trying for extra point. It's down, it's up, and it is good. Timeout on the field. Frederick leads it 21-0 with 8:16 to go in the first half. We'll be back.
Dry and liquid fertilizer.
Crump seconds to score that time. Number 22 is aboard on the kickoff team, a new one. New entry on the kickoff team for Frederick. That's Cedric Thompson.
She likes 48 yards and a foul.
Okay. Pass that along in a minute. Ryan Ben's kickoff at the 11, out across the 15 to the 20, and is dropped at the 27-yard line by 82, Todd Mattoon. John told me that Ryan Ben now lacks 48 yards, going over 1,000 yards rushing. So I'm sure that he'll get close or maybe surpass that tonight. We'll kind of keep a watch on that for you. Again, he's got already 100 yards in this ball game. He lacks 48, reaching the 1,000-yard mark for the season. Handoff and to the 30-yard line, only about a yard pickup. Kenneth Ray Johnson now in the ball game, and a linebacker for the Frederick Bombers. Perry, the ball carrier. I mentioned, well, he's in a nose guard, not playing linebacker, nose guard. Pass complete, incomplete. In and out of the hands for number 40 or 14. That's Jody Nunn, and he was open at midfield and went off his fingertips. So it'll bring up third down and just about 8. 7:30 to go first half. Bombers lead at 21-0. McCoy back, pressure by Pilax, runs out of the pocket, turns upfield. Kenneth Ray Johnson grabs him, and the rest of the Bombers get there. That's Floyd and Whitworth and 89 also for the Frederick Bombers. That's Clarence Allen. So out to the 35-yard line, it'll bring a fourth down situation and a long 4 for Lindsey. Fourth down situation. Now Lindsey will shift and go for it on fourth down. They'll turn, pitch, quick kick, punches it downfield. Pretty nice play. They shifted out of the punt into the quick kick formation, and it goes to the Frederick Bomber 30-yard line, and that's where it's going to be killed. So rather than line up in punt formation, they shifted into the quick kick formation, or shifted into formation where the quarterback comes and gets under center. They turned and pitched it to the tailback and what you'd call a quick kick. 10 for the Frederick Bombers. Webb split out wide to the left. Hilburn now wide to the right. They give to Kenneth Ray Johnson. Now Johnson had a nice hole, had it bound out of his hands. Then he fell on it at the 34-yard line. And Frederick Bombers did a really nice job opening a nice hole up front. And we've got an injured player for the Leopards. Number 5, McCoy, the fine quarterback, and there's a player under him, so he has to slide out from under McCoy. And McCoy still face down on the turf. Kenneth Ray, if he doesn't fumble that one, he's got some yardage to run as the Frederick Bomber offensive front really opened up a nice hole for Kenneth Ray. That is McCoy, number 5. Plays both offensively and defensively for the Leopards. We've got 5:55 to go in the first half, 21-0. I believe he's going to get up and be all right. A little slow in getting up. Stay tuned. Later on tonight, it'll be the Friday night finals, games from around the state. As these gang down at Mr. Burger. That'll be brought to you by Oklahoma Natural Gas and by Jeff Patterson, your New York Life agent. That'll be tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock at Mr. Burger. McCoy goes off the field limping. Really a fine player. He's a junior. Frederick will have the football facing second down, 5 yards needed. They're on 35-yard line. They've got to get out right to the 40 for a first down. Split backfield. We'll keep you up to date on Ryan Ben as they hand off to Ryan, and he will get to about the 40, 41-yard line. He'll have the first down. Tough running by Ryan Ben. Picks up 6 yards in very heavy traffic. Lots of the Lindsey Leopards around that one, about 3 or 4 of them. Mark it at the Frederick Bomber 42, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Frederick Bombers. Tommy Davis in on the fence. McCullough options out to the corner, 45, 50, 45, and run out of bounds near the Lindsey 40-yard line. Yeah, right on the 40-yard line. As Jay McCullough faked to Ryan Ben inside, and then went around the right-hand side. Well, they're going to mark it at the 43-yard line. Say that's where he stepped out of bounds. 3-yard line. Yeah, you're right, John. With the realignment next year, I need to remind folks, Lindsey drops down to 2A next year. A lot of sophomores will be juniors next year. Program looked pretty decent. They got a lot of young players for them playing for them this year, and they've done admirably with to start this many underclassmen. Kenneth Ray Johnson on the carry to the 40. About 2-yard pick. Ray Johnson comes out. Now Kenneth Ray will turn and go back onto the field. Second down situation. They'll give to Johnson, and Johnson will get to the 37-yard line. 66 in on the tackle, Travis Flood for Lindsey here in the first half. McCullough rolls out, throws a pass over the hands of Ballard. Ballard was trying to catch that one, and it just a little too tall for Cliff. That'll bring up 4th down situation. Bombers. Play comes in from Coach Jones. Chad Floyd split out wide to the left. Hilburn out wide to the right. Ben and Johnson in the backfield. McCullough turns and gives to Ryan Ben. He'll have the first down. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Ryan Ben. Yep, 37-yard touchdown run by Ryan Ben. Kicked into overdrive at about the 20, and on a 4th down and 4, Ryan Ben found the crease and went into the end zone for the touchdown. Now Ryan Ben has rushed for 995 yards on the year. He lacks 5 yards rushing for 1,000 yards in 1993. We've still got another half of this one to go, and 2 after this. So closing in very rapidly on that 1,000-yard mark. Try for extra point by Chad Floyd is good. Frederick Bombers lead 28-0 with 3:53 to go in the first half. We'll be back with more Bomber football in just a moment.
Perhaps computer training in Quicken or Microsoft Windows is more your style. Or maybe you're looking...
I want to reiterate young. A lot of sophomores playing for Lindsey as their future's on down the road in Class 2A next year for the Lindsey Leopards. Ryan Ben kicks off. High short kick at the 28, 30. Boom. Knocked down by Kevin Isham at the 30-yard line as Kevin Isham lowered the boom on the ball carrier on the kickoff return, and he is still down. Boy, was he hit by number 21, Kevin Isham. At the 30-yard line, the ball carrier is still down as the Lindsey coaches come out to check on the player and asking for the emergency folks that are here down. They come from the far end zone, down in the north end zone. Of course, emergency people are always here every football game for the Frederick Bombers. And so they're still player still down at the 30-yard line. But again, I want to remind you that the emergency people are here for every home football game of the Frederick Bombers, and they're always here and standing by and really do an outstanding job. We appreciate them very much. Sometimes they just get to sit down in the end zone and they don't get to do any work, and we're always happy when that happens, that they are not needed in a ball game. But they have come out. We haven't caught the number of the young man at the 30-yard line who caught that short kickoff from Ryan Ben, and then Kevin Isham with a good clean tackle on the ball carrier, but he did hit him, and he hit him awfully hard, as he's capable of doing, the sophomore for the Frederick Bombers. As we've seen all year, at times just really deliver a lick on the opposing player, and that was the opportunity he took right then. And that player is still down at the 30-yard line. So let's take time out as the emergency people continue to work with the player down at the 30-yard line. He's moving his legs at this time, and they are bent over him as he lays flat on his back at the 30-yard line. He has been moving around, moving his feet and legs anyway, in a lot of pain, and it could be collarbone area on this player as they continue to work on him. Let's take time out for these words. Frederick leads at 28-0. 3:48 to go in the first half. We'll be back in just a moment. Those young men being here during these ball games for these injured players. Now they're going to help him up and get him off the field, and a good hand from the Frederick Bomber fans and from the Lindsey fans across the way. Again, those emergency people made sure of everything, took good care of what was they were doing, got the shoulder pads off of the player, got him all covered up, and they're going to wheel him off on the little cart that they brought out. They'll place him in the ambulance, and they'll take him on out to Memorial Hospital. So all those folks out there listening, that they'll probably be making their way out there to Memorial Hospital. Shoulder up in his shoulder or collarbone. Separated shoulder, okay. That young man goes off the field again to a really nice round of applause, and we hate to see that. Never did get his number. Ambulances stand by out here, and folks out at Memorial Hospital probably stand by for an emergency out that way. They listen to us on Friday night, those ladies that have to work. Handoff inside to number 44, Henson. Henson will get from the 35 out near the 40-yard line. Scotty Henson picked up 6, and Cheyenne Clark drug him down. A long one for the Leopards as they come out T formation. Everybody in tight. Run it straight and hit at the 40. Had to get to the 41 for the first down. So it looks like they're going to be about a yard short for the first down. And, well, absolutely a gorgeous spot. Hear some of the folks down underneath the press box area here hollering as he got a tremendous spot right near the first down where he had to be for the first down. They'll stretch the chains and short by about 2 inches, but I thought he was going to be a little shorter than that, for close to a yard. There goes the ambulance out through the parking lot. Really a good job by those guys, gals that work on that with the emergency folks here. Appreciate them very much. Okay, fourth down situation for the Lindsey Leopards. Fourth and about 2 inches. Quarterback sneak. And I believe McCoy got enough for the first down. Yeah, he's going to be out past the 47. Well, now they move it back to the 47, but that's he's going to have the first down by about the length of the football. Should be. That's the second first down of the ball game. Is that right, John? Second first down for the ball game for the Lindsey Leopards. 2:35 to go. First half. Frederick leads at 28-0. McCoy drops, left-handed pass, throws it almost picked off by Donald Lax, number 7. as it went off his hand, off Donald's hand to the really some nice folks. All these seniors, good bunch of young people. To give to number 21, Jason Perry. Perry may have picked up 2 or 3. I believe Whitworth, Neil Whitworth's going to get credit with the tackle. Number 54 checks in for the Frederick Bombers. Now it'll be Chris Horn coming out. That's Kevin Isham, who had to come out a couple of plays and fix his chin strap. McCoy drops, looks, throws across the middle, and yeah, Kevin Isham intercepted it. He was bobbling it, tipping it around, and finally come down with it. The pass was intended for number 49, Greg Cowan, the tight end, and it went off his fingertips, and 21, Kevin Isham, picked it off. There is a flag down on the play. We'll wait and read this flag for you, though. Yeah, they're going to talk to Neil Whitworth, the captain for Frederick, and illegal procedure called, and it is declined. So Frederick Bombers will have it. They're on 44-yard line with a minute. Bombers got 2 in the secondary that in the state that leading with interceptions. Tell you more about that in just a second. What's the official steps in? Timeout taken by Lindsey. So with 1:32 to go, 28-0. We'll be back with more Bomber football in just a moment. I want to pass along that Thomas Gayton and Todd Mattoon, 2 of the leaders in the state in Class 3A in pass interceptions. Kenneth Ray Johnson, and Kenneth Ray will ramble to about the 46 gingerly. Still trying to find that leg that injured back in the scrimmage and hurt about the 3rd or 4th ball game, stung it again. Been back the last couple of weeks. Leaning on the stop. Yards. Right for the 1,000-yard mark. They'll option. Chance to get it. Pitches. 45. Turns the corner and ridden out of bounds at the 48-yard line. So he picked up about 2. So now he needs 3. DJ Deal rode Ryan Ben out of bounds at the 40. So 3rd down and about 5 at their own 49-yard line, leading 28-0. McCullough drops, rolls out now to his right, looks. Now he throws it, intercepted. Number 5 picks it off and returns it to just about midfield as Jay threw that right in the hands of Rick McCoy. Kenneth Ray Johnson was one of those that pushed him out of bounds with 37 seconds to go in the half. He tried to go to Ballard. And McCoy picked it off.
First down for the Lindsey Leopards.
The first half, very long first half. Quarterback McCoy drops, throws out in the flat. It is complete. At the 40 to the 35-yard line, Bomber 35 goes number 22, Stephen Rollins. Boy, McCoy really laced that one. He's got a nice left-handed arm. Tight spiral, throws the ball well. Timeout taken, I believe. Yeah, Leopard's going to take a timeout. 30 seconds to go in the first half, 28-0. We'll be back in just a moment. Be sure and keep you up here. They didn't want to visit with you. Anyway, 1st and 10 for Lindsey. McCoy drops, looks, throws, batted down at the line of scrimmage, tipped at the line of scrimmage, falls incomplete. Whitworth, the young man who got a hand up, number 72, it's 6'4", and tipped that one out. Friday night football coming your way. McCoy, 2-step drop, throws across the middle, picked off by Chad Floyd, 25, 30, 35, and rubbed out of bounds at the 41-yard line. That was Chad Floyd with a super interception by number 20. Number 49 grabbed him and drug him out of grounds. Greg Cowan, big tight end. That's the second time they've tried to go to Greg, and second time they've been picked off as far as the pass to the tight end is concerned. 17-yard line. after the interception by Chad Floyd. McCullough drops, looks, now winds up, throws, intercepted. McCoy, 50, 45, 40. And will be rolled out of bounds at the 30-yard line as that one went right into the hands of McCoy again. Ryan Ben finally tackled McCoy. That pass went across the middle and was picked off. So Lindsey with the football back. McCoy drops, pumps. Now he'll throw one out in the flat, and it's knocked down. Breaking on the ball very nicely. I believe, Todd Mattoon, number 82, got just a fingertip on it. If Todd breaks just another step, he's got a nice skin. A lot of room to run down this side. 1 second to go. 1 second to go here before the end of the first half. Second down, 10 at the Frederick Bomber 31-yard line for the Lindsey Leopards. McCoy is hit and fumbled and picked up, and they're going to say he's down. Lax picked it up, had him a fumble that he was taking off downfield. Buzzer went off. The official said that the play was dead at the 36-yard line, so that's going to end the first half. Frederick Bombers leading by the score of 28-0. Now we've got music for you, and then we'll have some half-times marked. And we'll continue with the all the things tonight, so be sure to stay tuned. We'll have those statistics for you. And second half, of course, as we will break now. 28-0, Frederick Bombers over the Lindsey Leopards.
Okay, man. 6 yards. He likes 2 yards, hitting that $1,000 or 1,000-yard mark this year, Dale. McCullough carried the ball 3 times for 19 yards. Kevin Isham carried the ball four times for 35 yards, and Kenny Ray Johnson carried the ball 4 times for 13 yards, for a total first half rushing of 213 yards. McCullough attempted 9 passes, completed 3 for 48 yards, but he ended the first half with 2 interceptions in a row. Total first half yardage was 261 yards. Donald Lax had 2 touchdown receptions, 1 for 17, 1 for 8, for a total of 23 yards. Greg Hilburn had 1 reception for 23 yards. The Bombers had 13 first downs, were penalized once for 15 yards. Fumble.
And somebody offsides. Number 10 took off a little quick. Heath Gray, he was about 10 yards ahead of the kicker. I thought he was the kicker. Well, he took off downfield. They're going to back it up 5 yards and do it again.
Jake Ladd will tee the ball up for the Bombers. You're going to flag on the play for the Leopards. Franklin's play will move the ball back on the 35-yard line. All
right, it's a offside, so 5-yard penalty. And 69 to kick it off. Chris Dugan to kick it off, onside kick, and it goes 10 yards and batted around, and Lindsey fighting for it. And Lindsey, I don't know if they got it, Frederick yet. I thought there could have been some trickery on that. I started to call that because that young man, that was just way too far out of line. Then he went all the way across the field like he was going to leave the field, lined up on the end of the kickoff team. Heath Gray, senior, and you just don't find a kid that does that. So Frederick Bombers didn't anticipate the onside kick. Lindsey almost pulled that thing off. Bombers got it at the Lindsey 45-yard line after the ball was batted around. Finally fell on. Now the Bombers going to spread things out. They're going to come out and do a little bit of trickery to start the second half. So here we go. Both teams come out with a little different wrinkles. Start with now pass downfield. It is complete to Ballard down along the sideline, and Ballard tackled at the Lindsey 15-yard line. Ballard was open. That was the spread play where Bombers spread everybody out all over the field. big guy, number 85, all 240 pounds of him, rambled down the sideline, and McCullough completed the pass to him. So Lindsey comes out with a bit of trickery, tries the onside kick, almost done it. So Frederick comes out and says, okay, our first play, we'll just spread everybody out all over the field, and they did. And completed it to Ballard, and Ballard got it down to the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Frederick Bombers at the Lindsey 19-yard line. They'll go with George Mitchell. He is hit and stood up and dropped at the 18-yard line. Boy, he was really hit.
Mitchell, number 40, junior running back, stopped by Jeff Rayburn, number 50. Hitting McCullough.
And to bring up 2nd down 7. McCullough, option, pitches, Mitchell at the 15. Nice move by Mitchell to the 10, to the 5, and almost got in. Boy, nice move by Mitchell off the option at about the 15-yard line. Just a super move by George Mitchell, and he'll carry it to the 4-yard line. No, marking it about the 3-yard line. It'll be by McCullough and pitch to George Mitchell. McCullough gives to Mitchell, touchdown. George Mitchell running over the left side for the touchdown. Good blocking by that left side of the offensive front for the Frederick Bombers. So with 10-11 to go in the third quarter, that is, 34-0. Chad will try the extra point. Been perfect tonight, 4 for 4, and doesn't have a tee. I guess he's going to have to do this pro style. Now he's going to call a timeout. McCullough is. Need a tee, guys. Bombers take a timeout. We'll keep it here because all they're going to. Make it 5 for 5 on this extra point. And it's down. The kick is away. And it is good. So timeout on the field as Floyd is 5 for 5 tonight. Extra point, 35-0. 10-11 to go. Third quarter. We'll be back in just a moment. Ryan Ben has it teed up. We're glad to have all the folks listening tonight. Friday night finals comes your way at 10:30. Ryan Ben kicked off after the touchdown. A little deeper kick, a little longer kick by Ryan. Fumbled and picked up at the 1, 5, 10, 15, 16. On the return, number 21. That'll be Jason Perry. Very shifty runner. 5'7", 150-pound junior. We carried from the 1 out to the 16-yard line. And 4 now in the ball game. That's Aaron Heap, defensive end. We'll catch another one. Chris Horn is also on the defensive line. Kenneth Ray Johnson. McCoy, nifty move, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 45-yard line and drug down from behind by Todd Mattoon. And also Hilburn, number 11. That was really a nice run by McCoy. He's a very shifty player. Johnson will come out of there. Well, 2 coming out. Kenneth Ray Johnson and Clay Johnson. 55, Dusty Blankenship is also in the ball game. So is Briscoe. This time McCoy is going to be smothered. He dropped a pass that time in number 54. That'll be Chris Horn in on the stop for the Frederick Bombers. Back at the 41-yard line. They'll bring up 2nd down and 4. We're going to get into all these substitutes again tonight. Hope I can stay up with them. High formation for Lindsey. Give and hit immediately. 75, Jody Briscoe tackled the ball carrier. Number 21, Jason Perry, just about the time he got the handoff. No gain. It'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, it is chilly here in the press box. 35-0. Frederick Bombers on top. Pass, McCoy, picked off, almost Hilburn. Hilburn almost had the Oski pick at the 45-yard line. Bomber 45. They're back deep for the Frederick Bombers. Lindsey facing 4th and about 15. Low snap. Kicker gets it under control. punches it downfield. Webb makes the catch and hit immediately at the 28-yard line. Jeremy Webb just standing there and took the punt, and it was hit. No fair catch called for by Webb. Number 49 make it to that 1,000-yard mark. First and 10 for the Frederick Bombers. They'll give to George Mitchell, spun around at the line of scrimmage, and then will drag a tackler to the 29-yard line. That was George Mitchell. McCoy grabbed a hold of Mitchell, wouldn't turn loose. Downfield from the 30-yard line. 35-0 score. They'll give to Mitchell again, sidesteps the man, and we'll get to the 31-yard line, 32-yard line as he glanced off one tackle and ran laterally to the 32-yard line again. McCoy on the... McCullough rolls out, a lot of pressure, throws it complete to Hilburn. He'll have the first down. He went down on his knees and made the catch. The Frederick Bomber 41-yard line. Greg went down on his knees and made that catch for the first down. At Medill. Bring your fishing pole. Fish the Lake Texoma for a while. Quick pitch to Mitchell, left side. Found a crease, 45 out to near midfield. Goes George Mitchell. As that was just a quick pitch to Mitchell, and he waited for his blocking to take place and get a little running room, and finally got a little bit of a crease. Phillips, new center. Hand off to Ryan Ben, and Ryan Ben will struggle from the 49 of Frederick to about the 48 or 47 of the Leopards, and he'll have enough for the first down. He needed 2 yards, and he picked up over 3, almost 4, so that'll put Ryan Ben over the 1,000-yard mark for the season with that carry as he got to the Lindsey 47-yard line. Ryan Ben now comes out of the ball game as he's got his 1,000 yards. He comes to the sideline. Give to George Mitchell, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15, and drugged down from behind at the 13-yard line goes George Mitchell. Quick handoff over the left-hand side, and once again, good blocking by the Frederick Bombers on the left side. And both players a little slow in getting up. McCoy and Mitchell. McCoy made the, not McCoy, but Bearden made the tackle on Mitchell here, but he's been back the last couple of weeks getting a few snaps, and he's now in the ball game. First and 10 for the Frederick Bombers. The Lindsey 17-yard line. Gaston hands off to number 22, who's now in the ball game. Lots of new numbers for the Frederick Bombers. That's Cedric Thompson, the ball carrier. 4:46 to go, third quarter, 35-0. Thompson and Mitchell are in the backfield. Lots of new numbers in there for the Frederick Bombers. Gaston will take the snap. Quick pitch to Mitchell. George puts a move on one man, dodges another one, and that one grabs him. After about a 3-yard pickup, number 5, is that McCoy? Yeah. Number 5, McCoy, tackle of Mitchell. After he picked up almost 5, it'll bring up third down and about 5 needed for the first down ball at about the 11. And pick up first down at the 6. Trey Gaines now in the ball game at wide receiver, number 10. Third down situation for the Frederick Bombers. Gaston will roll out, looks. Now he throws, lays one up in the end zone, and just slapped away at the last minute from Trey Gaines. A nice pass from Gaston. Just took it a little bit of time to get there, and Trey was open. Then the defender for Lindsey closed in a hurry So it'll be a 4th down situation. Frederick's going to take a timeout as they're going to bring on the field goal team. Chad's going to try a field goal. Gaston threw a nice pass, though. Down McCullough will hold. It'll be a 28-yard field goal attempt by Chad. Ball is down. The kick is in the air, and it is good. 28-yard field goal by Chad Floyd. Makes it 38-0 now with 3:32 to go here in the 3rd quarter, and we'll be back in just a moment.
A new era.
I know, but you graduated in the class of 68. I was in the class of 64. Makes me about 4 years older than you.
You look a lot older than that.
I can do without you. No, you haven't poured anything to drink on me. We've been doing a lot of years together. Martin will kick off and left foots it high, deep onside. Caught, fumble, fell on by Lindsey. The 38-yard line. That was just a high pop-up kick. And 53 went back like a center fielder, Brian Dick. Tried to catch it, fell away from him, went in. Poor Frederick. This will be Charles Kenneth Ray Johnson. 54 is Horn. And 75 is Briscoe. Gant has checked in. McCoy hit from behind and dropped. Number 7, Donald Lax, in on the stop. Boy, he come around the corner on McCoy. Tackled him at the 36-yard line. Lee in there for Frederick. So it's Briscoe, Lee, Johnson, and Charles across the front for the Frederick Bombers. McCoy runs the option to 44, missed in the backfield. Got away from another defender. This is all behind the line of scrimmage and finally dropped at the 32. Lost yardage as the Bombers really pursued. Excellent. 44 on the carry. Scotty Henson. Briscoe was out there and caused all types of havoc with it. 47 is checked in. That is Sherrard Wright. All kinds of new folks in there for the Frederick Bombers. McCoy drops, lays one up down the sideline, incomplete. Big rush. That time by Lax and by Briscoe for the Frederick Bombers. Cheyenne Clark comes out. How many 10 though? Isn't Jody coming off? How many's out there now? Now here comes another one. Now we got 11. Okay. In and out. Finally ended up with 11. That's good counting by the coaches down on the sideline. Punts away. Bound straight up in the air and will be killed at the Frederick Bomber 37-yard line. All kinds of new faces for Frederick in there defensively. Got most of them, and then they went to punt it, and all those started running on and off the field. He's got his 1,000 yards. Still got 2 more ball games to go, Medill and Purcell.
On the right side, number 55, Rusty Blankenship and Kurt Wilson.
All kinds of new faces. Gaston runs the option after he faked to George Mitchell and picks up maybe out to the 38 or 39-yard line. 54 led the way, Jeff Bray for the Lindsey Leopards. Number 81, that's John Hughes, split out wide to the right. Catch another number over on the far side. I believe that's Miles, though, Miles Smith. And they will give to George Mitchell, and George will hit a wall after he got to about the 42 or 43 and push back to the 38. Before progress, going to be up to about the 42-yard line. They'll bring up third down in just about 5 for the number 41. Now another substitute in there, and that'll be Cornelius Smith. He's checked in. Pass is intended for number 41 and it fell incomplete. All right, that's 41. That's saying that John Scott Amy's listed as Cornelius Smith here on the should be instead of Smith. So brings up 4th down for the Frederick Bombers, and Ryan Ben must kick it.
Ryan Kenny will be back in front formation.
Kick is downfield. Low line drive kick by Ryan Ben and will be killed at the 22-yard line. While we were watching, Ryan Ben never looked at Greg Hilburn. Greg was split out to this side, and he was wide open. There wasn't a soul around him. He could have, Ryan Ben would have just looked. So that's the end of the third quarter. It is 38-0. Frederick on top of Lindsey. We're about to move into the fourth and final quarter, and we'll be back with the fourth quarter in just a moment. Lindsey will have it 1st and 10 from the 22. They'll hand off to the halfback, and he is cracked by number 89, Clarence Allen. Ooh, he really hit number 21, Jason Perry, after he picked up 2, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And
65, and Chris Riggins in it for the down position of the ball.
McCoy drops, throws the pass, lays it up for 89, knocked down by number 88. That's Charlie Gant. Pass was intended for 88, Justin Dodson. McCoy, quick look pass, just a quick one drop pass as he took one step back, threw it out in the flat, and it fell incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. Antone Adams, number 30, out there for Frederick. I mentioned that young man's name tonight. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hilburn is out in there, and that makes 11. Punt is away. Be a low kick, bounds at the 45, and will be killed at the Lindsey 49-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Frederick Bombers, the Lindsey 49-yard line. A bullet to the official out there about 30 yards on the field. Let him play. All right, the handoff is to Mitchell, and Mitchell with about 3 yards. Number 88, Justin Dodson, to get on the tackle. Give him 2-yard pickup from the 49 to the 47, and bring up 2nd down, 8 yards needed. Here in the fourth quarter, Bombers lead at 38-0. Number 15, Sidney Gaston, the quarterback. Gaston. I'm not sure if he handed off to Mitchell or if he to 22 Cedric Thompson. I believe he did. Anyway, the pileup was there. Quarterback and Cedric Thompson both were in that stack. Kenneth Ray Johnson. Words of wisdom from Coach Ward as Cedric comes to the sideline. They'll give to Mitchell, and Mitchell will get to the 41-yard line of Lindsey. It'll be about 2 yards short of the 1st down. Got to get to about the 39 for a 1st down. So bring a 4th down and just about 3 yards needed. Right closer to the 9 for a 1st down. Marshall split out wide to the left. Jake Carpenter in the ball game. Also split out to the left. And Gaston gives to Mitchell. Mitchell runs laterally. Now he's got the 1st down. Gets a block. 35, 30, 25. And at the 20 and spins and gets to about the 17-yard line. Nice run by George Mitchell as he got a little crease, then cut outside and carried down to the 17-yard line. Kenneth Ray Johnson, pretty nice block for George Mitchell. Again, Gaston at quarterback, lots of junior varsity players in the ball game for Frederick. Gaston fakes, keeper by Gaston, goes to the outside and cuts into the crease. Now a flag will come in. They're going to get a face mask penalty on Lindsey as Gaston got to the 10. He went option right and looked for the crease and finally cut into a crease. Picked up pretty nice yardage. Now a face mask penalty option will rest with Frederick, and they're going to take it as number 84 just turned around and said, yeah, we'll take it. And that's Aaron Heap, senior, tied in now for Frederick. Many of the first-teamers for Frederick that are taking off tape and jerseys. They know they're through for tonight. They kind of stand around on the sidelines. 8 minutes, 28 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Frederick 38, Lindsey nothing. After the penalty, it'll put it at the 6, and it'll be first and goal to go for the Frederick Bombers, the Lindsey 6-yard line. Give to Kenneth Ray, and Kenneth Ray Johnson pushed back at about the 5, only picked up about a yard.
Johnson on the handoff for the Bombers.
Number 85 will go in the ball game for Frederick. That can't be. Somebody has just been moved to a wideout. I have no idea who that is. Somebody just switched jerseys with Cliff. Now he's a wideout. And a flag on the play. Somebody evidently lined up in the neutral zone. Dead ball foul, offsides against Lindsey, so that'll cost them half the distance. Moving from near the 6 to near the 3.
Take care of that business right now. 8-9-6. 9-8-1. Game ball, David.
I don't know who put on Cliff's. I don't know who put on Cliff's jersey, but anyway, Cliff, number 85, anyway, is out there. That's not Cliff. Gaston on the quarterback keeper after he faked to Kenneth Ray Johnson. Went into the crease to maybe the 2, and it was second and goal to go from about the 3. Number 85 comes out shaking his head, said, man, I was in there to wide out and didn't get to pass. I don't know who he is. Anyway, we'll find out later. Have to get a reading from Coach on that. Fumble by the Bombers, and Lindsey has fell on it at about the 9-yard line. A little bit of a bad handoff that time on the exchange. Antone Adams and Sidney Gaston in the ball game. It's a new number that haven't passed along yet. And the carry, I believe that was Toby Sheffield, who shot the gap and cut the feet out from under the ball carrier. Perry, here in the fourth quarter, 38-0. Lindsey faces second down, about 7 after that 3-yard pickup. They'll hand off inside. Nice crease for the ball carrier. He'll get out to about the 18-yard line. 44, Scotty Henson on the carry. Very quick. Kirk Wilson has checked in defensively for the Frederick Bombers. We want to say thanks to Pizza Hut. Folks with Pizza Hut, as they send pizzas up here at the press box each week on the home games. Appreciate Rick and all of the people at the Pizza Hut. Really enjoyed the hamburger pizza. I know the folks on the other side of the press box did too. About 5, going to bring up second down, 5 yards needed. As we try to look up some of these numbers for you that have got in the ball games, what we're trying to do here and give a mention to these kids. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and drug down from behind at the Leopard 44-yard line. Number 43 on the tackle for the Frederick Bombers, Jim Bob Rempel, who ran down the ball carrier. Just Rempel and him out as he was running downfield. All right, McCoy looks. Now we'll roll out, scrambles out of the pocket, and we'll get to the Frederick Bomber 46-yard line. And number 65, Brent Riggins on the tackle. McCoy almost scrambled for enough for the first down. Looks like it's going to be second down and just for, I see. We all coming over to your house for coffee and cookies? Oh, no. Okay. McCoy to Perry, 40 and 35 to about the Frederick Bomber 34-yard line goes Perry. He'll have the first down plus a little change to the 33. Bombers on the road next week play Medill. 38-0 the score. As everybody's played for Frederick tonight, and they've been playing since early in the third quarter. Perry again on the carry. Tittle on the tackle for the Frederick Bombers, Jason Tittle. In the game for number 88, nope, 47, Sherrod Wright comes out. McCoy drops, throws, complete, drop, fumbled. It's on the floor, incomplete. Floor, it's on the ground. Getting ready for basketball too quick. John Hughes defensively for the Frederick Bombers on that one. Okay, on a 3rd down and 10, McCoy hands off, and not much there for the ball carrier. As 99, and I believe that's 63. 99 is Jason Bates. 63, William Martin on the stop. It'll bring a 4th down. McCoy throws the pass complete to 84 at the 20, 15, 10, 5, tackle at the 4, and a flag comes flying in also. That pass complete to number 84, Don Sherrill, sophomore for the Leopards. Ball in the inside the 5, about the 4, and now the flag. And we'll wait and check it with the officials, see who the penalty is on. Personal foul against Lindsey, so that's going to cost the Leopards. They're going to have the first down. They'll move the chains where it will be 1st and goal to goal at the 4-yard line. And now the penalty will be stepped off. 52, we've got it figured out now as we see Ballard down on the sideline wearing 52. That means James Davis should be the one wearing 85. Really appreciate everybody listening to the ball game. Friday night finals come your way. That'll be at 10:30, about 45 minutes from now. Neal touchdown as he ran the quarterback keeper. I thought they had a personal foul against Lindsey. As Brent McCoy ran the quarterback keeper for the touchdown. I don't know what happened on the penalty. Or did he just point the wrong way? Alan, did he just point the wrong way? I think he pointed toward Lindsey, but evidently it was against Frederick and then went half the distance. And the quarterback sneak for the touchdown as Lindsey gets on the board with 2:54 to go in the ball game. McCoy will try the extra point, left-footed, and I believe he did. Yes, he did. 38-7. They score, 2:54 to go in the 4th quarter, and we're going to be back here in just a moment right after this word.
Miracle Laboratories.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 people up close to the line of scrimmage anticipating an onside kick. Again, from Lindsey, 9 people up close to the front. They get the onside kick, and it could be successful. Nope, it's not successful this time, as number 20, Chad Floyd, grabbed it for Frederick at the 45-yard line. Number 10 got real close to getting it again, Heath Gray. Be 1st and 10 for the Frederick Bombers at the 45-yard line. Two minutes, 40 seconds to go in the ball game. Clock running. 38-7 now. They give to Kenneth Ray Johnson, and Kenneth Ray bangs it out to the 48-yard line. About a 3-yard pickup for Kenneth Ray. 2-2-1. 2 minutes, 21 seconds now to go in the ball game. Again, Jake Carpenter, the quarterback for Frederick. They'll give to Mitchell. Will get to midfield and then be pushed back, so picked up about 2 yards. And it'll be a third down situation, and Lindsey takes a timeout with the ball near the midfield mark. 38-7, a minute 53 to go in the ball game. Lindsey takes a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. The third down and about 5 yards needed. Carpenter pitches to Mitchell. Got a little block, 50. Tries to get to the corner, 45, 40, and will be drug out of bounds at about the Lindsey 38-yard line, so he'll have the first down. That was just a pitch to Mitchell and sweep around the right side. Nunn rolled up Mitchell out of bounds. Ball at the Lindsey 38-yard line. Carpenter will hand off to Johnson, Kenneth Ray Johnson. May have been a fumble on the play. I believe there was. And Lindsey has fell on it. Allen falls on it for the Leopards. Flagged out on the play. Frederick had too many men on the field, and a little pitch back there into the 45-yard line. Frederick had 12 men on the field. One of them come off the field too quick. That may have been a fumble that went backwards or something. Anyway, Lindsey picked it up and advanced it a few more yards downfield. Minute 17 to go. They're talking with the Lindsey folks as Frederick player was running off the field. Trying to get up. That's going to be the call against Frederick. One of the ball. Okay, the quarterback McCoy drops, lays one up down the sideline. Oskied. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, and tackled at the 33-yard line. John Hughes picks that one off and returns it down the far sideline to the Lindsey 34-yard line. Oh, nice pick by John Hughes, number 81. So with a minute. Hightail DeMonte split out to the left. Marshall split out wide to the right. Carpenter remains at quarterback. He'll hand off to 22 on the carry. That's Cedric Thompson. Thompson may get back close to the line of scrimmage. Gray to be looking forward next year when they drop down 2A with all these fine sophomores and juniors returning next year. They'll return the nucleus of a real fine football team for next year to compete in 2A. Last play of the ball game, they pitched to Kenneth Ray Johnson. Kenneth Ray trying to sweep around the outside. And that's going to be it. Frederick Bombers going to win it by the score of 38-7. Kenneth Ray Johnson on the last carry of the game. And all the coaches and players meet in the center of the field to shake hands. And many of the Frederick Bombers looking up. Coach Autry shaking his hand. And good sportsmanship on the part of a lot of the